All right, Arsenal 4, Leicester 2, but let's have it right, man. That game shouldn't have been as nervy as it was in the second half. I mean, we were cruising, and then straight after half time, Leicester score, and you can feel the nerves watching it through the TV. You can feel the nerves around the stadium because everyone was like, right now, the goal margin has been cut by 1, so it was been cut in half. And if Leicester scored, they're back in the game. So that's what provoked the nerves around the stadium. And then Leicester go ahead and score another, and it's 2-2. I mean, I never understood at the time how it ended up being 2-2 with the amount of chances we was creating in that first half, and even just throughout the game. It was unreal, man. I didn't understand it. Leicester had 2 half chances, and he managed to score 2 goals from it. And it's like, this is the thing. This is why we've got to be switched on. This is why we've got to be careful, because teams can hurt you out of nowhere in the Premier League. I mean, Leicester never had a sniff up until they scored. And then they ended up scoring like basically 2 kind of quick fire goals. I don't think there was much time between the 2 goals. I think it was like less than, 15 minutes? And then the game's just 2-2. Like I said, 2 half chances and they're back in the game. This is why I say, man, we've got to be more clinical, because the amount of chances we had to basically put the game to bed in the first half, we didn't take. And yeah, luckily for us, obviously, due to our persistence, we ended up scoring 2 goals in stoppage time. But we made our own luck at the same time, but it was lucky at the same also. You know what I mean? Because against a better team, I don't think we would have had an opportunity to get back in the game in stoppage time. But yeah, we've got to be careful, man. You have to really, really be careful, because you can't get too complacent. I know the players obviously saw the City score early on in the day, and the way they started the game, you could tell that we were just trying to get the game wrapped up as quickly as possible. And because we were so comfortable, and because we ended up being 2-0 up at half time, I think there was like a tiny bit of complacency, but at the same time, that's probably a bit too harsh to say, because Leicester's goals really came out of nowhere. I mean, their first goal could have easily been counted as our own goal. And the second goal was obviously a wonderful finish from James Justin. Credit to him. It was, what a strike. You know what I mean? There's no saving that. But yeah, man, that's what we just got to learn our lessons. We've got to lick our wounds, because we won the game. But there's lessons to be learned from today. Don't get too complacent. Don't get too cocky. Don't underestimate teams just because they come up from the Championship. You know what I mean? Because we came very, very close to blowing it today. And yeah, I don't want things to be that uncomfortable for us in these kind of games, where we should really be blowing these teams out of the water. Not to sound too arrogant, because Leicester City are a good team. But yeah, man, you just got to watch it a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I think there's a little, you could say, you could forgive someone you could forgive someone for thinking there was a shred of complacency that crept in a little bit today. But yeah, man, those are just my brief thoughts on the game. I'm glad we're on 4-2. And yeah, we keep marching on. Southampton next week. No bullshit, guys. Get the job done.